The year is 2018. War has changed. Soldiers now come equipped with cybernetic enhancements to grant them great strength and prowess in battle. Surely this shift will be remembered throughout history as a great revolution in warfare. Just like nanomachines were supposed to be. Private military company Maverick has been contracted to provide security for the African country, an unnamed African country, and to protect the Prime Minister from any possible threat. Maverick was famously poor at their job. The cyborg Raiden was dispatched to rescue the Prime Minister from the grasp of a rival PMC called Desperado. Before he could think of pursuing the Prime Minister's captors, however, he'd need to battle a giant death robot! Created within a factory, the Metal Gear Ray knew nothing of the natural world. Raiden would enlighten it. Raiden would pursue the Prime Minister's kidnappers, determined to ensure the peace in an unnamed African country. Using his ninja run, he would Assassin's Creed his way over obstacles where surely just pressing the jump button would have sufficed. His sword held ready, Raiden was prepared to cut down the mercenary captain at any cost, which is... Wait, hang on, what was... Just gonna get off the wall here, what was that? What? Huh? You okay there, buddy? You gonna stick around for much longer? It's just, guys, I think I caught him. I think we can all go home now. I caught the mercenary captain. Upon apprehending the captain of Desperado, Raiden would catch a ride home on a freight train through the countryside. The serene African landscape around him ensured him that his return trip would be peaceful and... Wait, what's that noise? Ambushed by the dashing rogue, Jetstream Sam, Raiden would have a sick radical sword fight with him on the back of the train. Unfortunately, Sam was a much more charismatic character, and probably would have made a better Platinum Games protagonist, and thus was able to easily defeat Raiden, using moves that looked like they belonged in Super Smash Bros. Raiden sustained an injury to his left eye, an interesting aesthetic change which Sam hoped would change Raiden's brooding attitude. It did not. Shortly after returning home, Raiden was dispatched onto the field of battle again for God knows what reason. Now equipped with enhanced blade mode capabilities, Raiden immediately found the true final boss of Metal Gear Rising, this freaking cat, which I swear to Jesus, I can't even hit! Come here, you stupid cat! Anyway, Raiden found the terrorist or whatever and may have interrupted one during a very delicate moment. Yeah. Yes. I think Raiden may have been slightly embarrassed by that. Oh dear, it seems to have been more than 5 minutes since our last big set-piece explosion. Fortunately, Dulciaev has us covered.
We'll be free!
You may be asking yourself, why did Dulciaev do this? Well, you see, the answer is quite simple. He simply... Now we're in Mexico all of a sudden!
I'll blend right in.
That's not racist at all, Raiden. Yeah. And here comes the crappiest part of the game. And I'm not just saying that because we're inside a sewer.
Oh, maybe live on the street. They can skip for a bob, nah? Then this good need dressed like the mafia say, hey, boy, you want a job?
Oh god, shut up. Oh, wait a second, I almost forgot we were in a Metal Gear game. Time for an obligatory stealth sequence. My legs do look quite fetching coming out of this cardboard box. Just like you look quite fetching without your without your spine. Nailed it.
Get off!
You saw nothing. Move along. Pay no attention to the man-eating cardboard box. It means you no harm. They never learn. Then again, I suppose I can't blame them. I mean, how do you break that kind of thing to your fellow cyborgs? Hey, did you see that box sprout legs and start walking around? You what? Have you been hitting the nanomachine juice again, mate? Oh, I guess you're right. Oh well, back to walking in this predictable straight line. But just then, Raiden discovered that this whole time Desperado had been stealing kids' brains! Which is a fact that, you know, in and of itself, sort of invalidates any justification they could have for doing anything.
How easily you ignore the loss of life when it suits your convenience.
You're stealing kids' brains!
We're just suppliers. We don't create the market for war.
You're stealing kids' brains!
I'm not talking about money, Jack. I'm talking ideas.
You're stealing kids' brains! Jesus Christ!
George.
Raiden?
You've heard of chloroform? A potent anesthetic in smaller doses. But breathe too much of it? And adios, muchachos!
Faced with an ethical dilemma, Raiden now had to choose between saving the kids or saving the kids and seriously injuring the worst character in Metal Gear Rising. I think he made the right choice. And not a single person I care about was hurt.
How you feeling?
Never better, nah?
Damn it, Doc.
Frustrated with their inaction in the face of child brain stealing, Raiden chose to leave Maverick to shut down the brain-stealing operation. But just before he made it to the World Marshal Building, Hideo Kojima popped out and was like, "Now is the part where we make a heavy-handed anti-war statement."
Those battlefield emotions that the nanos suppress. Listen to them.
What are you talking about?
The way he killed all the others? Oh god.
Please, God, don't let me die. Let's do this!
And then Raiden got super drunk. Drunk on emotions. In his stupor, Raiden staggered to the front of the World Marshal Building and committed honorable seppuku. But just then, Monsoon jumped from the top of the World Marshal Building and, using a necromantic spell, revived Raiden, as well as a series of other long-dead things that should have stayed that way.
Controlled by something greater. Memes. The DNA of the soul. They should not live. They are the culture. They are everything we pass on.
How about full of shit? Is that a meme?
Now there's a pretty meme. Exquisite.
And that's when Raiden said, "Forget all this higher meaning stuff, we're in an action game!" And so he turned into a psychopathic murderer. Ah, what a hero.
Your memes end here.
No, I passed one to you.
Closing in on his enemy, Raiden rushed to the top of World Marshal, traversing the best area in Metal Gear Rising, which I'm not going to spoil here. The brain operation surely must come to an end.
And kids are...
You! I left you trapped in the level geometry back in an unnamed African country. That's it. I'm taking you out. Stop stealing kids' brains! Seriously, is that too much to ask? But the intrigue wasn't over yet. Apparently there was a bomb threat in Pakistan or something, and Raiden had to go and save the day, / destroy the lives of innocent soldiers fighting on the wrong side or something. It's really confusing. So he stole a motorcycle and vandalized the sidewalk beneath it, giving a fake phone number to the poor sap he took it from just to add insult to injury. Come on, Raiden, we know 555 isn't a real phone number by now. Surprisingly good handwriting with a sword, though. I want that font. But on his way to Pakistan, Raiden had another encounter with Jetstream Sam and his pet dog, Dogbot! Seeing how badly Sam was able to trounce Raiden during their last encounter, Raiden did the only sensible thing, and decided to challenge Sam to a duel to the death! Sam was still a better character than Raiden in almost every way. But because Raiden believed in himself this time, or some other contrivance, he was able to defeat Sam and eliminate the chance of getting a chronological sequel with Sam as the protagonist.
And I will always love you. I will always love you.
As dictated by the code of Roboshido, upon defeating Sam, Raiden took his sword, holding it up to his forehead, a traditional Japanese showing of thanks. You know, for a Liberian American, he sure does know a lot about Japanese stuff. What a weeaboo. Then, with Dogbot at his side, he rode his motorcycle across the ocean at Mach speed, completely avoiding an encounter with the second worst character in Metal Gear Rising, who I will not speak on further. No! Oh no! It wasn't a bomb threat at all! It was a Metal Gear! How could I have possibly seen that coming? And it was piloted by no other than Senator Stephen Armstrong, Texas Senator and potential nominee for the United States presidency in 2020. So, wait. The bad guy behind all the other bad guys in Metal Gear Rising is just an American politician? That's actually perfect for Metal Gear. Never mind, carry on. Unfortunately for Raiden, not even his newfound shonen fighting spirit could hope to match so much raw, concentrated America!
Feel the wrath of the human day! Understand to die,
I do need capital and votes. Wanna know why? I have a dream.
What? Why won't you die?
Nanomachines, sir.
What? Freaking nanomachines? This entire game we've been fetishizing cybernetics only to be defeated now by freaking nanomachines? No! It's not going to end like this! Screw your nanomachines!
All right. I think we're about done here.
But just when all hopes seemed to be depleted, Dogbot decided to actually contribute to the plot in a meaningful way, and brought Raiden the sword belonging to Jetstream Sam.
I said my sword was a tool of justice. Not used in anger. Not used for vengeance. But now I'm not so sure. And besides, this isn't my sword.
With newfound charisma and likability flowing into him from this blade, Raiden challenged Armstrong to one final confrontation. For the brains! For the lives of the lost! For Revengeance!
Son, you've got a ways to fall. They'll tell you where to go, but they won't know.
Hello? I'm glad I caught you. These YouTube comments, they seem to be complaining about the lack of proper motivation in our antagonists.
Proper motivation, huh? Figures.
Probably you can tell them it was some kind of conspiratorial influence, like mind-jacking or demonic possession.
Yeah, just enough to tide them over until Revengeance 2.
That is, as of yet, unconfirmed. But nevertheless, what will you do until then? I've got my own lore to learn.